So I set up a card table. I may have shown this before in another video, I don't know, but sometimes I sort here or I build a set while we watch TV. Don't have anything on right now, but like on Sunday, I'll probably be watching football if I don't have to go to work, or we could be watching some drama show or comedy or whatever we watch. But today, or the last couple of days, I've been working on the docks, Ninjago City docks. So I got the base started. It's a little different when you're building it from a piece together set because you don't have the numbered bags. So I sorted everything. These are some of the larger elements, and then I got things sorted mostly by color, but in these trays where when I see the step, I go to where all the black parts are, or the reddish brown, the grays. That way it makes it a little easier to find them instead of just being one big mess. And so far I haven't run into any problems. Either, you know, when you piece together a set, sometimes the problem is you didn't get all the pieces, but so far I've gotten all the pieces that I needed up to there. But it'll probably take me a few days to build this. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. I am trying to build a Lego city, so to speak. So I'm experimenting right now. This is not going to be like the final design, but this is me just seeing what I want to do. I know a lot of people have been doing this for years, where they've experimented with different things for like the roads, different types of systems like Mills plate or old Lego base plates or their own custom base plates. But this right here is just pretty much only modulars that are on the table right now. And I have all of them built except for Greengrocer, which I don't know where it is. I got to find it again. I don't know where I put it. And then I'm working on finishing the Ninjago modulars, which technically I guess aren't in the modular theme, but they do work with the modulars. I mean, I even got the, the Daily Bugle down there. So I want to kind of get where the modulars are going to go and go from there, leave room for expansion with the modulars. But I'm going to come around over there and just walk you briefly through my ideas for the city. And you tell me what I'm doing wrong, maybe? I don't know. All right, let's show you. I'm wearing dark red. Since dark red seems to be the problem, and I'm about to find out when we build that creator car. But we got dark red. It's either a different color, it either looks different under a black light, or it breaks. Lego, do better. So one of the things I don't like about using the base plates is, like if you do it normally, like where you have the set where it goes to the edge of the base plate, it's a big gap there, and you'd have to either make like a sidewalk that's really big, or maybe make additional parking somehow. But what I've decided to do is I've put base plates on the table up against the road plates, and then I've set the modulars on top of the base plates, and then I've left them one stud from the edge, so you can see the base plate is sitting on top of the base plate. So there's a brown base plate under this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a plate, a light bluish, probably light bluish gray, maybe dark gray, but probably light bluish gray plate, and then put a tile on top of it. And that is exactly level with this, and then maybe in certain places remove a tile and just kind of lock it in. And I'll put the part that goes with the set inside the set, or hide it somewhere in the set where I still have my complete set. And temporarily I've also removed the pins, and I just set them on the top, on the roofs and stuff. Once I get the final placement, I'll lock in the pins. It's just easier if the pins aren't connected, the interlocking pins. If they're not there, it's easier to kind of move things around and experiment. And why is this, whoops, one of these is crooked here. I think I did, I see that there, there it goes. The floor was not all the way down. Now we got it. So yeah, just experimenting there. So it does present problems if you do this method. I don't know if anybody else has done it, but for one thing, it's not going to make a perfect fit with the road plates. You'll lose 10 studs. If you either lose 5 studs or 10 studs. So it's like 5 studs off there. in 10 if you put another road. But what I'm thinking about doing is I'm making this kind of like end here, and I can make a big sidewalk there anyway, and I'm going to have another modular here, maybe the greengrocer, and another modular. I got room for 2 modulars there, but that's one solution, just kind of make it a road that ends so it doesn't really matter there. And other things like this, I got this long stretch here, probably too many buildings, but I can put alleyways. So I put an alley here and here, and one reason is the Daily Bugle, they offset the studs too far. One of them's one off, but I could make an alley there, or I could join it up there since there's already kind of an alley. See, the reason I thought about doing an alley on this side, because you can't get around the newsstand. So put an alley here, and you could do it anywhere. I could slide this modular down. I could have an alley there, and I think cities do have alleys that aren't roads. They're just kind of like a service alley where people can walk down it to get around to the other side of the building. So that's one possible thing. Probably need to rearrange it because I don't like the way the corner garage looks exposed. So maybe put the Daily Bugle here and put the detective's office there to kind of hide that wall. Some of the modulars look better with the wall, than others if the wall's exposed, because you got all those stripes and stuff. That's not designed to be exposed, I don't think. But so that's the solution. And so then it ends up lining up with the road if you just put a couple of 5 wide alleys in there, or maybe one 10 wide alley. It will work. So that's just the experiment. Again, this is probably too long, although no, I'm fine with it being like this long. I'm trying to eliminate a lot of dead space, and yeah, I'm hoping this is going to work. But anyway, the road here that's going to come up here, this is where TheyMightBeBricks is going to build his Flynn's arcade, and so it can be custom size, and then we can have another corner modular here if Lego makes another one, or I can put I'm thinking about putting the Super Grand Emporium here on this corner. Also have the Brick Bank, which may go on that corner, so or vice versa, either Grand Emporium or Brick Bank. And of course, again, I'm going to run into the same problem, but I could put an alleyway in between them, but I don't know the way the Brick Bank looks. I still got to think it out. Actually, the Grand Emporium may go here, the Brick Bank may go over there. That's just more of the things we got to work out. So this will be Flynn's Arcade and other things. Here's Ninjago City, whatever it was called, the first modular. It's not going to go there. What I'm thinking about. All right, so I'm going to have the road come down here, but I'm going to have this big area behind the buildings. I thought I could do other things besides have another road and have an alley where everything's here. I could just build another, I don't know, whatever here. I could put the roller coaster here, maybe. Who knows? So I have all this space back here. It's not going to be these buildings. I'm going to move these somewhere else. And I don't think I'm going to have the road come this way either. So I think the road's going to kind of dead end here. Or I know I said I wasn't going to do the train in the city. The other solution I have is make the train come along this way, then have the curve, and then have a single track right here along this edge, and then curve it, and then build me a removable bridge, like a single track. I'd like to do a double track. Double track takes up so much space, but just have a single track, build me a bridge that I can remove, or have a space where it raises up, because one of the goals in the city, the way it is now, I don't want to have anywhere where I have to duck down. And it could go to that table over there. Now that one's at a slightly lower level, so it'd either have to go over there and be on a bridge, or have a decline. Probably go straight across and then have a little bridge down there on that end. So that's another idea that I've thought of. So just have a single track running around. I could even make this no, I don't want to make a rail yard. I thought about making a yard, but there's a lot of possibilities. So this is the designing phase of the city. So the traditional Lego city stuff with sets will end here, and then there'll be Fabuland over there. All right. All right, so thanks for watching the video. One thing I'd like to say is, obviously you notice here there's like no customs. And I don't frown upon people that put a lot of sets in their cities. And you have to think about it this way, is like before YouTube or social media or Brickshelf or whatever, if I bought a bunch of sets and I built a city using those sets, plus perhaps even some customs, I wouldn't see other people's stuff. It wouldn't really matter that other people have used the same buildings in their city. So just don't frown upon other people that put a lot of sets in their cities. Neither frown upon people that use only customs in their city, or they modify these sets. All the possibilities are you can do either thing that you want to do. You can either have all just sets, all customs, a mixture of customs and sets, sets that are modified, whatever. It doesn't matter. I know sometimes people are critical, not many, but I have seen it where people are critical of other people's cities. Like, oh, that's just like everybody's got the cafe corner and the Palace Cinema in their city. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So don't get upset about it if that's the way my city looks. Okay, you don't have to watch, and you don't make people feel bad for doing things the way they want to, because there's no wrong way to do the, well, there is. Oh, I take it back. If you're using your Lego to harm other people, that is wrong. But if you build however you want to build your city, that's completely fine. So yeah, just if my city is exactly like somebody else's one day, it's not because I copied them. It's just because of the way it turned out. But I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a little different. And it doesn't matter. I'm just having fun here. All right, get off my back. No, nobody was on my back. I'm just. All of a sudden, I just started thinking of Screen Rant quotes for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to go. I got called into work. I don't know if you heard the phone ring, but see you guys. Bye.